Hello guys, welcome back at Geological as always, and today we're back on Predecessor. We're chilling out on Ranked again because no harm. Our last few rounds of Ranked has actually been quite fun. I do have a tendency of recording a lot, so I do, because I want to get ahead of myself. I want to make sure I've got content, making sure content's going out. As it says, we've done our build cross resource, and so far, I have to admit, as it sits right now, Zars is by far one of my funnest experiments. So he is, because what was it? We had great success. Like Zars, I think Zars has, for me, being Zars has my highest win rate. It is shocking how good he is, and the fact that he's just really damn good. In terms of who's who's next for Buildcraft, it's the thing is, Zars is just kind of. He's not a one-trick pony, but you really, like, if you're going to build Zars, you're going to go Ortis, Malady, and that's more or less it. As long as you have Ortis and Malady online, there's really nothing that can stop you late game. Like, you're going to be punching well above your weight class in that scenario. In terms of the other characters, though, there is a few more that I do want to try out buildcraft-wise, but for the meantime, I want to do a little bit more ranked. And yes, Greystone is now successfully our next one. I might go try a bit more of Fang Mao, because Fang Mao might have... Fang Mao does have the same potential as Zars. It's just Fang Mao really relies on good penetration, though, because of... Well, hang on, there's Precision Strike upon dealing damage or receiving damage for Fang's next... Upon not dealing or receiving damage for 3 seconds, Fang Mao's next basic attack is enhanced, dealing 5% of the target's current health as bonus damage. Incredibly powerful. Then you got Raping Dash, Safeguard, which scales off of penetration. So it does, but Safeguard's basically the same deal as Things Evade. Is it Evade? It's basically normally the same idea. And then it is Ultimate, which scales off of Pen as well. So if you don't run Pen, you're in trouble with him. But in saying that, though, I still believe that there are items within the categories that would benefit Fang Mao. AKA, you've got Berserker's Axe and Augmentation. Like, if you run Maldi, Berserker's Axe and Augmentation, but then again, you've got Omen and stuff like that there that also benefit. There's a lot of shenanigans to look at whenever it comes to anybody who can run any form of amp-based playstyle. There is a lot of things that needs to be looked at. Painweaver, again, is just... It's just gradual ampage rather than just straight up ampage. So it's a gradual amp because it's based on how many abilities you burn off in an instant. In saying that, though, I kind of realised that it's funny because Psionic Echo really doesn't benefit Fang because he is far more of a burst style character. So it's kind of odd to see him in that position where people sort of force him into the... Yeah, you Psionic Echo, but personally, I don't find it to be the right item for him. Oh, I'm fucking carry. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's going to be a nightmare. I'm immediately picking up Drongo, because I'm sorry, but Drongo is currently strongest carry, so he is. You're looking really hard. I don't like Countess, to be honest. But at the same time, I don't like Richter either, so I'm going to go Richter because I don't... Hang on, would anybody agree if I get rid of Chimera? Would anybody agree with me if I say let's get rid of Chimera? Because, let's be clear here, Chimera does... Oh, it's 2 for... Really? Is Argus really that strong at the minute? Oh, well, Countess got bye-byed, so likely odds is at that stage, they're going to probably pick up Chimera. It wouldn't surprise me if they snag Chimera real fucking quick. Personally, I like Murdoch, but personally, I like Drongo a hell of a lot more. So, what do? Who else could we really be? Like, Drongo's my big one, so he is... The Drongo-Richter combo. We've got a beefy team. I'll say that much, and then they're looking to go Balaka. It purely goes down to what carry they pick, because all of the carries at the minute have serious DPS. Fucking seen that coming a mile away. So I did. I seen that coming a mile off. Right, so Tainted Rounds is going to be an instant pickup at this stage. Because no harm, I do not need a rampaging Chimera coming after me. So I don't. We have a really tanky team. Fuck off. Who the eh? So we have a really tanky team. They have a really supporty team. I don't like where this is going. Full team of gold versus mostly gold. Dagger offlane is such an odd choice to me. So it is. Dagger offlane is such an odd choice to me. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. Is Ortis worth picking up? Nah, I can't. Do you want to know something? Fuck it. We'll try it. It could be worth a shot. We'll just put a shot in the dark, right? What is it? Vank Ashbringer nuclear rounds? Sweet. Well, it's definitely seeing that he definitely has the damage. That's definitely something that's looked at now. Oh, and then Hadzer's DC'd as well, so that's a bit more of a problem. But no, with old Rusty, I suppose we will be able to get... Because restore health by dealing damage with abilities and killing enemies, so we are killing minions. Look, I've seen Ortis being used a lot, so I have. I'm not going to deny that. Richter's purely down to his chaining ability. The Muriel Wraith combination is an interesting one. Like, I don't see that very often. The Muriel Wraith combination is that's a unique combination. I personally hate Wraith though. It was Wraith. Yeah, Wraith's going Assassin Crest too. I personally hate Wraith. Do I need to take damage to heal? That's a bit of a nuisance. Maybe a bit more patient with my shots. Alright, so Wraith doesn't miss, so that's fun. I need to make sure I land my shots though, that's a big thing. We're gonna go rod rounds. Oh! But the Hads are still DC'd, like, so how he's not. This is not gonna count. So it isn't. But yeah, rod rounds is definitely Drongo's bread and butter, like. The one thing though that I've noticed is Drongo gulps his mana. I feel bad for the enemy team though, because no harm, they've kind of gotten a bit screwed here, so they have. Richter, please get out of there. No, it's okay. I don't care as long as we survived. The main thing is surviving is the main key here. As long as we survive, I don't care an awful lot. Survival is key. Speaking of that, there though, their Howitzer has legitimately just straight up DC'd, so I do genuinely feel bad for their team, because that makes it redundant. In saying that, there, it really wouldn't make like an overkill amount of difference. For as weird as that sounds. I already got it. It doesn't make an overkill amount of difference. As is, he could return and it could have just been a crash. We TP'd out. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble. Yep. I saved one for... I saved him to kill myself. Who near schmegged fucking Wraith? It realistic, like, in all fairness, it does not matter, la. It doesn't matter. There is nothing... With them being down a player, it's game over, la. There's no argument in this. This is just a straight up game over. GG. There's... Would it have worked out the same? Very fucking possible, to be honest. Like I said, it would have worked out the same. Very possible. So, dude, retreat. Oh shit. That was not something I wanted to do. And the heads are still in back, like, so... Unfortunately, we're in a bit of a problem here now. Like, I would like Hatcher to actually return, lah. Just get the fuck out of Dodge. Fuck this Wraith, boy. I love how there was a massive gank on my side, and then it's just like, right, okay. Now, is Chimera... I don't think Chimera's hounding for me, so he isn't. I would like to hope he fucking isn't. So I would. Aye, Chimera's trying to cover mid lane, lah. I love how their Muriel's a higher level than their Wraith. Is there any, like, at the same time, I want to say, is there any point in warding, like, but unless their Hatcher comes back, this ain't a match. So it ain't. Unless their Hatcher comes back at some stage, this ain't a match. This is just going to turn into a slaughter. So it is. It's going to be one of those very disappointing matches, so it is. In saying that, though, their Wraith's kind of holding it, lah. Oh, Richter's getting well fucking greedy, too. Game over. I'm a bit disappointed, to be honest. It's guaranteed to end in a surrender, like, but it's just disappointing, lah. So it is. It is just genuinely a disappointment, lah. As I said, he DC'd before the match even started, so I'm assuming it was just a bad DC or bad connection. Because he didn't even get in long enough to even select his crest or anything. So, I'm assuming he's suffering from either bad internet or just a really bad DC. So, now, depending on which one it is, I honestly don't know. Ow. Okay. She got out, you bitch. My greed got the better of me. My sheer greed got the better of me. I'm not even going to deny that. That was just greed. Grooks is on 6 fucking kills here, guys. What in the fuck? Rip. Hey, I just keep barreling down fucking mid lane, lah. There's really good. There's like nothing that the enemy team's gonna be able to do. Wraith's rotated to mid, so he has. No, like there's. In the most polite sense, there is little to nothing that can be done in their scenario, lah. Muriel's back. There's Chimera. Is Chimera going for Fang? No way Chimera's ballsy enough to go after Fang, lah. Oh, there's Wraith. Look who just appeared. Oh, Richter, dude, what are you doing, man? Oh, Wraith just bit off more than he could chew there. Yeah. Like, realistically, the second that the fucking Hatcher didn't connect, you should have immediately called it at that minute and just went, nah. Like, to be clear here, you should have just said no. You should not have continued this match, lah. So you shouldn't have. That was. For as much as I want to say that really was a you fuck up, lah. So it was. For as much as I really don't want to say it, like you lot must really have a lot of confidence in your team to think that you could do it. For as bad as that sounds. Like, the second Hadzer did not connect to the game. You should have immediately knew outright. Like, that was just that was not a match worth continuing. Like, I feel sorry for yous, but at the same time, yous wouldn't have the same sympathy on us. So you wouldn't. I've now come to that almighty conclusion that if the boot was on the other foot, yous wouldn't have the same kind of what was it I said? Sympathy. You wouldn't have the same sympathy for us, so you wouldn't. So you wouldn't have the same sympathy for us. And unfortunately, do you know what the shocking part is? It's fucking true. That's how bad that is. It's fucking true. Because to use, all you see is a win. So you do. All you see is a win. So at the same time, I actually don't have sympathy for you because you would not have the same kind of, you wouldn't have the same sympathy for us. So you wouldn't. So I have no issues doing this. And the problem is, you know it to be true. So you do. You know it to be true. I don't know what the beeping's about. At this stage we can do whatever the fuck we want. And there's the surrender. I'm really not all that fussed by this, like, but it is what it is. Because let's be honest, yous would like nobody has that kind of sympathy for anybody else. If somebody DCs, you normally go twice as hard, if not 3 times as hard, for no other point than you can. So you can. So, quite frankly, did he connect it like the very end? Because he equipped his crest. I don't know. But yeah, zero sympathy. I don't have sympathy because I know fine right if the boot was on the other foot, we would have got through the exact same. You would have doubled down, or if not tripled down on it. So no, you all know something. I find that to be very justified. Now, I says you can run that by as toxic, but I'm really just being straight up honest with you. Any match that I've ever played where somebody DCs, they normally double down and 5-man that lane. At least we didn't do that. We could have done that, but we didn't do that. But normally whenever one of my matches, normally if somebody does genuinely DC, normally they will just double down and double up on the pressure. So you all know something, for the sake of the fact that we did actually play quite fair for the laning phase, which is odd. No, I find that completely justified. Even on that there, I didn't even go as hard as I expected to, but then again, I led off a little bit, because I say I led off, but I really didn't. I chose my moments. As says, the Richter made the plays, I just followed up. It would be a bit of a dick move if I didn't follow up on his brilliant plays, but no, I find it wholeheartedly justified that we just slaughtered them, because quite frankly, they would have done if somebody had disconnected on our team, they would have done the exact same thing, guys. So it's I have no sympathy. So guys, I hope you all enjoyed. Please, for as simple as it was, it's more this video is more like a statement than it is anything else. So yeah, I will still say my outro, going and saying, if you enjoyed, guys, please like, share, and subscribe if you didn't enjoy. And remember, guys, not everything goes to plan, evidently. Bye.